Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Mass Effect 3, playing through it. On Citadel right now, but we need to boogie. Need to get out of here.
Welcome, Commander Shepard.
Can't remember. I think we're pretty much good for the Citadel here.
Tagged of interest to you.
Yeah.
Now arriving at docking bay D24.
I really like what they did with the Citadel in Mass Effect 3. It creates, especially like over here, and you'll have a conversation with one of your squad mates later, but, you know, Citadel kind of looks a little bit 2D up there. But even so, just being able to see, you know, kind of the vast, you know, open space. It's important because it kind of gives you a little bit more, puts a little bit more emphasis on the Citadel in general, which the game Mass Effect 3 definitely focuses on, and you'll see more of that later.
Commander, come to check on your new recruit.
Just wanted to see how you were doing.
Still trying to get my bearings. When I was working on the Normandy's upgrades, I left at the end of the day. I didn't even have a toothbrush or a change of clothing until I made some emergency purchases on the Citadel.
Next time you need something, just ask. You're not alone here.
Oh, it's no trouble, Commander. I'm sure you have larger concerns.
We can put in a requisition order.
My toothbrush is a Cision Pro Mark IV. It uses tiny Mass Effect fields to break up plaque and massage the gums. It costs 6,000 credits.
Okay, yeah. You're on your own with that.
In any event, I appreciate you giving me the chance to stay. Was there anything else?
How'd you end up in the military anyway?
My family didn't have money for university. When the Alliance saw my aptitude scores, they offered me a full scholarship. I served my required years after graduation and decided to stay. I really like the challenges of the lab. Although, I'm sure I'll grow to love frontline service as well.
I'm surprised you're worrying about a toothbrush. We got bigger problems right now.
Oh, believe me. Seeing the Reapers on Earth was terrifying. But I won't help anybody by bursting into tears here in the CIC, will I? Being here on the Normandy helps. If anyone in the galaxy can stop the Reapers, it's you. And if flagging your messages and managing strategic intel helps you in any way, then it's worth it.
You worked in Alliance R&D?
Yes. You'd think quantum entanglement would make communication easy, but imagine incorporating multiple incoming sources and then networking them with extrapolations of time-lag data to construct a coherent situation GUI. It's an exciting challenge. For me, anyway.
Where are you from originally?
A colony in the Terminus systems, actually. Though I studied on Earth, at Oxford. My parents were from London. They loved Earth, but they wanted the freedom a colony life could offer. Even if that freedom has its share of danger. If I recall correctly, you grew up on Mindwar.
Given what happened to Earth, I don't think we can count on anywhere being safe right now.
Quite true, Commander.
Carry on, Specialist.
Alright. Good. I'm back on Normandy. Let's go check on Joker real quick, check on Edie real quick. Probably my they're great characters, especially in Mass Effect 3. They get fleshed out so much.
Hey, I know I used to rag on Garrus for being all angry, but I'm glad he's back. There's a whole lot of crap out there needs a bullet between the eyes. Plus, we might need something calibrated.
Yes, Shepard?
Alright, I think we're pretty much
Carry on, Edie.
good.
Understood. If you wish to talk more, this body will be here. I'm getting the crew used to seeing me on the bridge.
Noted.
Can't remember if we, yeah, I'm pretty sure we talked to her and did our whole little opening spiel, so that's good. Let's see, who else? A lot of the conversations that the crew goes through in Mass Effect 3 are... I'm annoyed, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, about how they did it. Because these conversations will show up not, like, you don't sit and talk to them, which, you know, I'm sure definitely saves the developers time in having to do all the animations and the camera angles and that sort of thing, but it definitely, I feel like it takes away from the experience a little bit. Not that, I mean, at the same time it gives you the option to avoid conversations.
Positive you don't want to come over and talk.
No, the gun battery is nice and quiet. If I throw down some rugs, it'll get downright cozy.
Garrus.
I'll be fine, Liara. Just gathering some thoughts.
All right.
But it does also open up some really cool options like this. It lets the crew interact with one another, and you can kind of just like hear them talk instead of like, you know, butting in and having your conversations. So everything isn't about you, which is an emphasis that the game is. I'm glad they started to take.
Hello again, Shepard.
We'll talk later, Liara.
Of course.
Okay. Probably time for a mission. Just gonna go for it. It's been a while since I've gotten to play Mass Effect 3 for reasons that some of you may already be aware of, but so I'm still kind of trying to get my bearings. Let's see. We definitely do have to. This is the big first step, but before we do that, I want to search for recover Prothean artifact. Okay. Oh, right. Okay. Alright, why don't we do this? So, the content that we're about to do is,
Signal confirmed.
it's DLC content. Start scanner. What we get? Prothean data files. Okay. We're looking for something for that guy on the Citadel. I can't remember exactly where it is. But this recover Prothean artifact, this is going to be just fuel, and we'll save that for later. But recover Prothean artifact is actually DLC content that that a lot of people were angry didn't get released with the like with Mass Effect from the start. And the reason for it is, well, you know, I guess you'll figure it out, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Remains a Reaper Destroyer, sweet. Piece candy. Definitely streamlined this process a lot, digging it much more than the mining minerals that you had to do in Mass Effect 2. That was absurd. It really was. So whenever you hit a station that's just in the middle of nowhere, like a point of interest, it's going to be fuel that's left over. So you can probably hit the scan button one more time and do it right between. Yeah, let's see both of them. Oh no! And then it's going to summon the Reapers. If I can't get to the other thing before we leave, I can. Okay. Yeah, I won't be able to. Yeah, they start to pick up speed as well. But when we do finish the mission over here, this will reset as well. So I'll just have to remember to come back and do it. And grab that little piece. All right. Eden Prime. It's where it all began. Which is kind of funny in itself. Let's go with we could take Edie since we got her. Yeah, I'll do that. Don't get to play with Edie so often. Normally I end up doing this, at least if I remember right, I end up doing this before getting to play with Edie, so this will be a little bit of a change of pace for me. Let's see, assault rifle. Let's play with the Hurricane. I think we'll bring a shotgun too, just for kicks. Let's see, Scimitar 1 for that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, fine, we'll bring it. This, we did get some nifty, I don't need a scope. Power magnifier, that's useful, so do that. And back. Say you're... Who cares what you got? Yeah, that really doesn't matter. That should help though. Yeah, we don't really have anything. Okay. And back, and let's see. ED's about the same thing. The guys that we were going to be fighting on this mission aren't overly... I mean, it can be a little bit annoying, but this crew, it's nothing that I'm gonna have to really dig in and find an amazing crew and take the right setup and that sort of thing. So, biotic mastery. Let's max this out and see. Force and damage of squad mate powers by 30. That's pretty sweet if you're doing all biotic teams. Actually, this is just powers, so it's not even biotics. Increases damage bonus and force bonus by 10%. I really like the force bonus, which increases force and damage. Can't remember if it's your powers as well. I want to say no, but I could be wrong. But let's do this because the weight bonus actually gives you, when your weight capacity increases, the things don't affect your cooldowns as much. So I'll take that. Won't be able to take anything else except for shockwave if I really wanted. But let's go ED. Haven't gotten to use her yet, so overload. That's pretty essential here. Recharge speed is good. Okay, and this is yeah, I like that you can set these things up for like a chain lightning sort of thing, but damage to barriers and shields. Actually, you know what? No, I'll just do this. That's fine. And decoy. Decoy is actually super useful. Da-da-da. Shock enemies for... Just kind of got a large recharge speed, or a long recharge speed. I think we'll live without the bonus damage. Okay, Liara. Stasis is super useful in this game, so much more so than in Mass Effect 2. Yeah, especially with the bubble here. It's like setting up a singularity, except it'll disable people, like straight up disable them. Yeah, that's fine. We're good.
Eden Prime. This is where it all began. Where the Prothean beacon gave you the vision that warned us about the Reapers.
Eden Prime also marks Saren's first major attack with the Geth.
Yes. And now, with Cerberus here, Eden Prime's colonists are under attack again.
Seems like more than just 3 years ago.
Records indicate that you lost a squad mate on Eden Prime.
Yeah, Corporal Jenkins.
Does returning to the colony cause unpleasant memories?
Just one more reason to fight the Reapers.
I hope the motivation is effective.
Cerberus hit Eden Prime hard. Whatever they found here was worth a major offensive. There are survivors elsewhere on the colony, but they killed everyone near the dig site.
They deserve better.
I know. The Alliance did what it could to evacuate colonists, but Cerberus came in so quickly.
If we find survivors, we'll do what we can. What about this artifact? Is it part of the Prothean device we found on Mars?
The Alliance didn't get any specifics about what Cerberus has uncovered. But whatever it is, it's better off with us than with Cerberus.
I'm bringing you in as close to the dig site as I can. No way we'll avoid detection, but you should have a few minutes.
Understood. All right, everyone. Get ready to move.
With luck, we can get to the dig site before Cerberus knows we're here.
I like that we have a dedicated shuttle pilot and that actually, you know, it's not really a squad mate, but he's always with you. Adds a little bit more,
Here's deserted.
Come on, let's see if we can find the dig site.
I guess immersion could be a reasonable word for it.
Once.
The colonists rebuilt after Saren's attack. It is likely they will...
Look at that. Bits of Prothean tech sticking out of the ground like an old bone.
Dr. Tassoni, Have you ever encountered dinosaur fossils during your digs?
No, dinosaurs and other fossils would be paleontology. I'm an archaeologist. I study artifacts left by sapient species. The two fields are completely different, and... you were joking.
No, jokes have specific structures. That was messing with you.
Shepard, this Cerberus data could help the colonists still alive on other parts of Eden Prime.
How?
I can get this intel to Eden Prime's resistance. Maybe it will...
There's the elevator that leads to the dig site.
Sorry, I'm moving kind of fast, skipping some stuff.
What they've discovered. Goddess, that doesn't seem possible. It's not a Prothean artifact, it's... a Prothean.
You believe Cerberus has recovered the corpse of a Prothean unmodified by Reaper technology?
Cerberus hasn't uncovered corpses. This Prothean is alive.
You're right. That doesn't sound possible.
You saw Prothean stasis chambers in the archives on Ilos. The only reason those failed was a lack of power. Cerberus found this in an underground bunker. It still has power. He's been in stasis for the past 50,000 years, waiting for us. Think of what we could learn.
What can you tell me about the Protheans, the people, not the technology?
Given your experience with the Prothean cipher, you probably know as much about them as I do. The Prothean Empire spanned the known galaxy. They uplifted countless other species to help them join the galactic community.
By galactic community, you are suggesting that Protheans had a structure similar to the modern council.
Yes, exactly. Their cultural and artistic expression are actually quite close to those of the ancient Asari. And given their similar interests in helping other species, it's clear that they believed in interspecies cooperation.
They had an empire that spanned the entire galaxy. It's unlikely they did that just by playing nice.
Of course. They must have had an impressive military as well. Whatever the Protheans were, finding one alive represents an incredible opportunity.
Good thing we brought our Prothean expert.
I hope I can help. If this single Prothean was sent into stasis, he could be the foremost scientist of his time, or perhaps the wisest counselor. Cerberus damaged the life pod when they excavated it. The life signs are unstable.
Then let's get him out of there.
No, breaking open the pod would kill him. We have to find the command signal that ends the stasis mode. We also need to figure out how to physically open the pod without doing more damage. Cerberus took over the labs nearby to research what they found at the dig site. That's likely our best bet. There they are!
That's super rude. Alright. Whoa, yikes, recoil. Okay. I have to figure that out. Gotta remember my, my hotkeys too. Oh, that recoil. Right there.
Affirmative.
Okay. Oh, it hurts! Oh, it hurts! Don't do it! Oh, okay. Okay, sure. Come on. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm gonna get you. Alright.
Let's get moving before more of them come back.
Take a quick look around. You find stuff, like information.
More intel to help the colonists. The more we find, the better chance they'll have.
Right, so I think there's, I want to say there's 3 of them that we can get around. And you can actually do this mission in a couple of different ways. You could take a left or take a right. And you get to all the places eventually. But I usually go to the right side, so I'm going to go to the left this time.
real chance to push Cerberus out of their colony.
Anything else? Food vending machines. Ugh. The smoke, it disrupts targeting, which is like the worst. Come on. Good. So you can go down there. I'm gonna check up here real quick. Can't remember if there's anything interesting. I think it's, I want to say it's just a vantage point, but yeah. Yeah, a little shortcut up and over the building if you need it. Move!
There. That lab found footage of the Protheans. Cerberus is studying it to figure out how to physically open the pod.
Anything?
How many have we lost?
Reaper forces have destroyed approximately 300,000 life pods.
Third of our people.
Alert! Broadside bulkhead cannot be sealed. Hostiles detected.
Then all forces to the north.
I think I can duplicate that to open the life pod.
You understood that?
You didn't?
No. All I saw was static. Cerberus was trying to make sense of it without success. The Prothean cipher you received on Pharaohs, it lets you see the images as a Prothean would, and understand their language.
Whatever it does, I saw the video, and how they sealed the life pods.
Perfect. Then we just need the signal they use to activate stasis mode.
Alright, so there's part one. Yeah, so the why people were upset, you probably figured it out, but this is DLC and they're gonna give you a Prothean squad mate. That's what's gonna happen at the end of this. Yeah, big spoilers, I know. And so people were freaking out about something that I mean, you could argue is like integral.
While having drinks and watching the game. This isn't a military stronghold, it's somebody's home.
You could argue that it's integral to the story because, you know, things are all about Protheans and whatever else. Ugh, it's obnoxious. How's it feel? Let me know. Scale of 1 to pain. Oh, there's so much! That's a 10 right there. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Ugh. It's all my fault. Oh no! Yeah. Shh, 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 shh. Cool, my babies. So I need to kill this the engineer, or else it's gonna. Oh, there it is. Dang it! Didn't mean to throw that. Get me out in the open. What's he doing? Right. So need to destroy the. Gotta kill the engineers, or else they'll just drop another turret because they have them infinitely spawning on their back for whatever reason. But the turret from that angle is kind of annoying to get to because it is behind cover. We don't exactly have a sniper rifle, so...
They were gunned down while having drinks and watching the game. This isn't a military stronghold, it's somebody's home.
It appears that Cerberus cares little for civilian casualties.
Oh, don't do it. No, gotta... Okay. Alright. I'll just use one of these. Don't do it! Ah, stop it! Here, engineer. These guys are such jerks. No, Liara! You know, it might actually just... I think we're just gonna go around. A little bit too annoying to deal with from that angle. No, stop. Okay, Shepard. You do it. Flank him. Oh, yeah. Weren't expecting it. Woo! Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Oh, okay. No. Shh.
I'm on it! Right away!
Good? Oh no! Get down! There it is. Oh no! Hey, you just... Yeah, get out of here. Are you serious? Get! Alright. It's super intense.
There.
Anything else?
Found footage of the Protheans. Cerberus is studying it to find the stasis deactivation signal.
I never thought our empire would fall. It won't. We will sleep here until the Reapers return to dark space. Then we will rise, 1,000,000 strong. For the Empire. For the Empire. Get to your stasis pod. Victory. Broadcast the stasis readiness signal to all life pods.
And the refugees who have yet to reach the bunker.
Their sacrifice will be honored in the coming Empire.
You understood that one too?
Yeah. I've got the signal the Protheans used to activate stasis mode.
Excellent. Then we have everything we need to open the pod.
So, I can't save. Hold on. Of course, of course. That one you just saw the yeah, your shield. Shield means what? Yeah, here. Yeah. And that's the first part. So I was hoping they would kind of like switch around the. Oh, another turret. Oh, it hurts so much. I was hoping they would switch the scenes that they showed you, so the order would make like chronological sense, but they didn't. Can you up against the wall? Maybe a little. There you go. Of course, can you? So annoying. Alright, Edie, do something magical. There you go. That's not exactly what I wanted, but that'll work. Look at that image. Yeah, that's wicked genuine. I would fool anybody. Okay, good. Meanwhile, Edie doing things. Alright.
Of course.
Better?
They have retracted the bridge. We'll need to locate the controls.
No time. Let's find another way across.
I went down. With all the technology these guys have access to, I'm surprised we don't have like you can't use biotic jumps to get across small gap. Oh, nope, you gotta go down there, Shep. Oh, Shepard, buddy. Okay, that works. Like you can't use biotic jumps or jump jets. We're pretty far into the future, so I don't know. I would like to see like in Mass Effect 2, you see Samara, like, kind of, sort of fly. I would like to see more of that. Actually, in Shadow Broker DLC, you saw it from Liara as well.
I'm transmitting the signal.
Perfect. It'll take a few moments for the life pod to process it.
Alright.
Cerberus has heavy forces incoming. We'll need
Of course
to
I do.
hold this position.
Woo!
Here they come!
What else you got? Oh! What's this? Good.
Looks like we got a second to catch our breath.
Or set up preparations for the next wave.
Repair what? What could you possibly repair?
Has the life pod ended stasis mode?
It should not be much longer. We should look for ways to hamper the enemy's approach.
I can lay down a singularity to block enemy access.
We could also just kill everything.
Heavy mech inbound.
Okay. Can you singularity a heavy mech? No? Not really that helpful, are you then?
I will.
So I wonder if your passive benefit remains from... Oh! You would do that, wouldn't you? Okay. Dead? Alive? I wonder if your passive benefit from the power bonus that your SMG gives you. I wonder if that translates depending on, regardless of what weapon you're using it on. Okay, how's that? It's a little bit difficult to break glass and kill the pilot in this game mode. Like, you can do it like here, and then it's actually normally it doesn't turn out that well. But he was kind of humping the wall, so it'll get to the point where you can, like, you just have time to use it with a half-functional, you know, Atlas mech. Or in lesser difficulties, I'm pretty sure you can just kind of like pop the cockpit, pull him right out.
There, you've got it. Goddess. It may take him some time to fully regain consciousness. Be careful, he's confused. Remember, it's been 50,000 years for us, but for him, it's only been...
A few minutes!
No, the bunker is falling. There is no other option.
There are pods online! Those soldiers are still alive!
Their sacrifice will be honored in the coming Empire. Preparing neutron bombardment. Get to your life pod now.
Neutron bombardment underway. Secure, Commander Javik.
What is left of it? A few hundred people. How am I to rebuild an empire from that?
Further adjustments may be necessary. The neutron purge compromised the facility.
Clarify.
Sensors are damaged. Automated reactivation is not an option. You will remain in stasis until a new culture discovers this bunker. This may lead to a power shortage.
Do not shut off more pods! I need the few that are left!
Power needs will be triaged appropriately. You will be the voice of our people.
I will be more than that. How many others?
Just you. You can understand me?
Yes. Now that I have read your physiology, your nervous system, enough to understand your language.
So you were reading me while I was seeing...
Our last moments. Our failure.
Your people did everything they could. They never gave up. And I could use some of that commitment now.
Shepard, whatever you did got Cerberus interested.
Asari. Human. Synthetic. This is not a good beginning.
It's not safe here. Will you join us?
You fight the Reapers?
Yes.
Then we will see.
A living Prothean.
That's correct, Admiral. But he's not quite what we expected.
Commander, our scientists barely understand what they need to do here. If the Prothean can help us construct this device, we need his cooperation.
Understood, Admiral.
We're losing colonies faster than we can evacuate. We've never seen a force like the Reapers.
He has, Admiral.
Can he help us?
I intend to find out.
Good. Cerberus slipped up and gave us a new weapon. Don't let it go to waste. Hack it out.
Shepard, I need you down in the port cargo hold. It's about our new guest.
I'm on my way. What's the problem?
I've tried to make the room more accommodating, but they're not letting me talk to him.
Apologies, Doctor. Contact protocol with a new species. Assume hostility. We had to dust off the regulations.
But he's not new. I've spent my life studying Protheans.
At ease. I don't think our guest will be a problem. Will he?
That depends on you. I can sense fear in you, anxiety and distress. The Reapers are winning.
What do you mean, you sense?
All life provides clues for those who can read them. It is in your cells, your DNA. Experience is a biological marker.
Then what exactly did I experience back on Eden Prime? That was a hell of a flashback.
The battle left its own mark on me. I communicated this to you. It can work both ways.
Like your beacons.
Yes. Which... You found one. You saw it all. Our destruction, our warnings. Why weren't they heeded? Why didn't you prepare for the Reapers, human?
It's Commander. And nobody could understand your warnings. The beacon nearly killed me.
Then communication is still primitive in this cycle.
We pieced together what we could, and used it to stop a Reaper invasion 3 years ago.
Then the extinction was delayed.
Now we have your plans for the device. We're going to build it.
Device?
The weapon your people were working on. I'd hoped you could tell us how to finish it.
We never finished it. It was too late.
Then I take it you don't know anything about the catalyst.
No. I was a soldier, not a scientist. Skilled in one art, killing.
What was your mission?
Among my people, there were avatars of many traits. Bravery, strength, cunning. A single exemplar for each.
Which are you?
The embodiment of vengeance. I am the anger of a dead people, demanding blood be spilled for the blood we lost. Only when the last Reaper has been destroyed will my purpose be fulfilled. I have no other reason to exist. Those who share my purpose become allies. Those who do not become casualties.
Nothing in our fight against the Reapers has been that cut and dried.
Because you still have hope that this war will end with your honor intact.
I do.
stand in the ashes of 1 trillion dead souls and ask the ghosts if honor matters. This silence is your answer.
We found this at the dig site. I assume it belongs to you.
It is a memory shard.
Could it help us with the device?
No, it contains only pain. But I will help you fight. And the last thing the Reapers hear before they die will be the last voice of the Protheans, sending them to their grave.
If you don't mind, I have a few more questions I'd like to ask.
Here it comes.
I've written over a dozen studies on your species. I've published in several journals that...
Amusing. Asari have finally mastered writing.
I'm sorry?
Never mind. What do you wish to know?
Alright. So Javik is a little bit rough around the edges, but that was a wicked long cutscene, right? So I didn't really get a chance to talk. But first thing, I'm kind of curious how, if you're sleeping, right? If you're in a coma or whatever else, you can kind of sense the passage of time, right? I mean, when I go down for a nap, I get a sense that it's only been like 30 minutes. And other times I'll wake up and it'll be, I mean, when I did this when I was younger, I don't really get a lot of time to nap anymore, but I'll wake up and it'll be just like really disorienting, like I don't know what time or day it is. So I'm kind of curious about that. Would like to know your thoughts. I don't know anybody who's ever been in coma and then woken up, so I can't really ask them. But yes, there's an interest there. But Javik is... I kind of wish that you could have had... I don't know, it sucks that everybody had these like huge expectations for Prothean, and then poor Liara is sitting here and like... you'll see more of this later too, but poor Liara is like holds Protheans to this just high, amazing standard, and then it's like Javik, who just wants to shoot things, and he's very angry, and he's very condescending, and yeah, definitely not what she expects. Like I said, you'll see it later, but I like that Javik is what he is, and at the same time, I wish he had more of a role to play in the game. Like, I wish he could have changed the ending of the game, and he doesn't. At least not really. Again, it was DLC content, and it's kind of just something to give you a new squad mate. And he does have really fleshed out lines all throughout the series. So unlike Kasumi, unlike Zaid, he's a new guy, and he's going to be sticking with you. And I like that they did that. But as you can tell, there was some controversy surrounding keeping this sort of what feels like an integral member of the squad, an integral member of the story, keeping it from you for DLC content. So yeah, there were some issues back when the game first launched.
We've never seen a species with this sensory ability you have.
It was common among my people, imparting experience through touch, the chemistry of life. Complicated ideas could be absorbed in seconds.
That sounds very useful.
We evolved as hunters. Reading 1,000 details in our environment ensured our survival.
I'm beginning to understand the beacons a bit more.
Later, we developed technology to harness our ability. Information could be stored in certain objects through touch. Memory has its own biomarker, its own chemistry, as do knowledge and skills. The beacons could remember these things.
Things like Reaper invasions.
Yes, I can still sense the turmoil in you, witnessing the extinction of our empire. The fabric of your being was forever marked that day.
So, could you read something about this room?
There was liquid, a form of incubation. The DNA of a Krogan who lived here. He was powerful, prone to violence.
I'm impressed. His name was Grunt.
And if he were my enemy, I would have given him a wide berth. There is great strength in his genes.
The ability to read people's chemistry. Actually, Prothean, like they're so elevated in technology, except they still have the sort of mysticism about them, like, or maybe not mysticism, like a spiritual side, because he is the avatar, right, of vengeance. So that's something that you could exemplify as an individual, but at the same time, it's something that you kind of have to give lend like a respect to, or a certain like intangible qualities. Like you have to praise him for being this way. It's not like he doesn't like have any special powers because he's the avatar of vengeance. It's just like determined by motivations and that sort of thing. So a really cool culture. And the fact that that he can read his surroundings, like DNA, I would like to see us get to some point like that, right, where we could be able to analyze things in such detail that we can kind of gather more information from it. This is a little bit off topic, but they, I forget, it was a long time ago, some scientists came up with a way that by using our DNA, they could store like an absorbian amount of information, and they compared it to CDs, and I can't remember exactly how much, but it was an unbelievable amount of information could be encoded by using our like strands of our DNA, opposed to using something like a CD or an SSD or a traditional information device. So it's not like so in a sense we're all these sort of machines that can hold information and then translate information, and it kind of that lends you to like what is synthetic life, except just basically a dumbed down version of, I guess, human beings in that respect.
Is there anything more you can tell us about this device your people were trying to build?
We heard only stories. They said our scientists were constructing a great machine that had the power to defeat the Reapers.
You never saw it?
By that point, the Empire was smashed into pieces. None of us knew what the others were doing.
Well, if we don't finish it soon, the same will be true of us.
What can you tell us about your own war with the Reapers?
Many of the details were lost. The conflict lasted for centuries. Those that faced the Reapers in the beginning were long dead when I was born. There were memory shards, however, passed down from soldier to soldier. They gave us fragments of what happened.
Why do you think your own cycle lost the war?
What had been our strength, our empire, became a liability. All races conformed to one doctrine, one strategy. The Reapers exploited this. Once they found our weaknesses, we could not adapt. The subservient races became divided and confused. Then, it was only a matter of time.
I'm happy to say our cycle is different. Most races cooperate, but they still remain unique.
Then it may be your only hope.
Several years ago, we found a Prothean VI that called itself Vigil on the planet Ilos. He was the caretaker of a research project.
During my life, Ilos was only a rumor. It was said we had cities there, built on the ruins of a civilization before us, the Inusanon. If our scientists did have a research facility, whatever they were doing was secret.
Yes, Vigil said they wiped all traces of themselves from the records so the Reapers couldn't find them.
The scientists eventually went into cryogenic stasis.
More of my people survived?
No. But they did stop the Reapers from taking control of the Citadel in this cycle. It delayed their invasion.
I never saw the Citadel. It was captured long before I was born.
So the Inusanon, if you play Mass Effect 1, you'll go to Ilos, you'll see the Prothean, what we call the Prothean ruins on Ilos, right? And you see these beings kind of like, they're like wiry and almost, like they're really just ugly looking creatures that are like almost like built into seats. And it's, so when Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3 came out, there was some talk about Protheans, but especially Mass Effect 3, we saw what was on Ilos and associated that with Reapers, or with Protheans. So that's kind of what we thought they looked like. And there was some, not controversy surrounding it, but there was some thoughts that they like changed the story halfway through to make the Prothean what they are now.
How did your people wage war against the Reapers?
Attrition. We fought them system by system, planet by planet, city by city. Entire worlds were sacrificed just to slow the Reapers down. Time they spent harvesting a population was time we could regroup.
That must have cost you in the long run.
Yes. Our own people would be indoctrinated, converted, then turned against us. But there was no choice. Mercy is not a weapon. It is a weakness.
Liara here would never forgive me if I didn't ask you. What was Prothean civilization like?
Yes, I've always wondered, what sort of government did you have, and can you tell me about your religious beliefs, or perhaps the...
We are dead now. What does it matter?
I'm sorry. Studying your history has been a lifelong passion of mine.
When I was born, our empire was already at war with the Reapers. The first thing I remember was seeing my planet on fire.
What was your civilization like before the Reaper attack?
We were the dominant race of our cycle. We ruled the galaxy.
My studies indicated you were the only race engaged in space travel at the time. I always found that curious.
We were one empire composed of many subjects. All eventually called themselves Prothean.
What if they didn't want to?
They weren't given a choice.
Are you saying you enslaved the other species?
Any could oppose us if they wished. And if they had won, they would have ruled. Many tried. None succeeded.
I had no idea Protheans were so... severe.
It was by necessity. Very early we encountered the dangers posed by machine intelligence. They rebelled against us.
We've had the same problem. They're called Geth.
We could not allow the machines to surpass us. It was decided the only way to win was to unite all organic life within our empire.
Did it work?
For a time. The Metacon War. We were turning the tide. Until the Reapers arrived. Then we understood machines had surpassed us long ago, in ways we could never imagine.
So that kind of sucks.
Back on Eden Prime, it looked like there were other stasis pods. What happened?
The Empire had fallen, and we knew our cycle was lost. We were the final vanguard, the best soldiers left alive.
So more of you were supposed to survive into this cycle?
Yes. Under my leadership, a new Prothean empire would have arisen. We would have commanded the races of your time to prepare for the next Reaper invasion. But traitors within our ranks, indoctrinated agents, betrayed us, and the Reapers discovered our plan.
Just out of curiosity, how would you have commanded us?
By leaving you no other option. You would have joined our army, or faced the Reapers alone.
We've uncovered quite a few Prothean ruins. Were you observing our ancestors?
Before the war, we cultivated species who showed potential. Eventually, you would have been offered a choice to join the Empire. But when the Reapers attacked, we ceased all study. We hoped they would see you as too primitive to harvest.
Well, thank you, I think. Thank you for talking with me. I never imagined actually meeting a Prothean.
This has been amusing.
Oh?
To discover the most primitive races of my time now rule the galaxy. The Asari, the humans, the Turians.
There's also the Solarians.
The lizard people evolved?
I believe they're amphibian.
They used to eat flies. Commander, you may count on me. I am known as Javik.
And welcome aboard the Normandy, Javik.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's where we're gonna end it. Particle rifle. Ugh. I'll use it so you can see it, but it's not a great weapon. It's really not. I mean, I don't enjoy it. But, that's all we got for this episode. Javik. Last mildly disappointing voice of the Protheans. Poor Liara. Poor Liara. I kind of wish that conversation was like just Liara talking and just berating him with questions, and then Shepard was kind of just like sitting there watching. I think that would have been entertaining. Either way, thanks so much for hanging out. Hope you're enjoying the series so far. Wrel signing off.